Well, it's Herbal Ally time. This week we're talking about one of my go-tos for people on the search for an energy boost. Not because it's a booster exactly, but because it will nourish, settle and soothe your soul. This week we're talking about Avena sativa or green oat. Now it's not just for calming the nerves. The research supports its traditional use as a skin and heart herb. Let's get started, shall we? Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Tutty, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we? If you're feeling strung out, worn out, frazzled, or simply unable to make yet another decision, look no further than our herbal ally, Avena sativa or green oat. I can feel myself relaxing just talking to you about Avena sativa. Traditional texts describe oat as the herb for nervous exhaustion and as a tonic for the heart. It's best known as a restorative nervine, but the research is discovering many so-called modern-day uses for green oat as well. Avena sativa is often my go-to when I have clients in clinic who are asking for herbs to give them an energy boost. When we reach this stage, it's rest and stabilization of the nervous system that's needed so that we have the reserves of energy necessary to begin again. At this stage, we tend to be over-reliant on adrenal-fueled energy, something which, when severely depleted, it causes us to struggle with the simplest of tasks, such as getting out of bed in the morning even. A nervine is a herb that supports the nervous system, usually in terms of calming and nourishing the system, but it can also be used to invigorate. In herbal medicine, we use 3 types of nervine. One that is relaxing, one that is stimulating, and one that tones or is referred to as a nervine tonic. The challenge with stimulating nervines is that they fuel the nervous system for a short period of time, but they don't actually give back to the system. And this can lead to burnout if it's solely relied on to get you going. Coffee and green or black tea are nervine stimulants. So while we're familiar with that wonderful coffee boost, tea is also stimulating, although it's often less noticeable. Your relaxing nervines include hops, lavender, chamomile and lemon balm. Green oat is a nervine tonic or a nervine restorative. And other herbs in this category include St. John's wort, gotu kola, and one of my favourites, borage. Restoratives have an affinity for a particular organ. They nourish and restore it. So in the case of green oat, it's a nervine restorative. Nutrition-based research is referring to green oat as a nutraceutical. And this is mainly due to its abundance of soluble fibre, protein, minerals, vitamins and lipids. So it's not just an amazing herb, but it's a potent food as well. Green oats, like rose, is the herb of the emotions. It can lift a low mood, it can support anxiety, and it can provide a sense of calm. Emerging research is also reporting its actions in relation to improving short-term cognitive performance as well. So, if you have a demanding task coming up, providing you don't have a sensitivity to gluten, starting your day with some porridge can make a real difference to getting things done. And for those with high cholesterol, the soluble fibre in green oats can significantly lower serum total cholesterol and low-density lipoprotein cholesterol levels. It doesn't seem to affect the triglycerides and high-density lipoprotein concentrations. It's the low-density or LDL cholesterol that can collect in your blood vessel walls and increase the risk of a cardiovascular event. But the ratio of LDL to HDL cholesterol is also an important metric. Check out episode 51 of our Project Joyful podcast on health metrics that matter for more information on measuring cholesterol. As well as reducing cholesterol, the beta-glucans in oat soluble fibre have also been shown to lower blood pressure and postprandial glucose concentrations. So this one's an important herb if you're managing diabetes through your diet, or you're pre-diabetic or insulin resistant, or if you have metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a cluster of symptoms which together can increase your risk of a cardiovascular event or diabetes. So the 4 symptoms most commonly associated with metabolic syndrome are high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess body fat around your waist, and abnormal cholesterol or triglyceride levels. Green oats has been used as a topical skin treatment for centuries. A preparation known as colloidal oatmeal has been used to treat skin rashes, reddened skin, burns, itching, contact, and atopic dermatitis, otherwise known as eczema. Colloidal oatmeal is ground oat kernels that are blended into a really fine powder which easily dissolves in water. The word colloidal refers to one substance being evenly suspended in another. Researchers have demonstrated that the treatment is anti-inflammatory and that it improves the integrity of the skin cell barrier by tightening cell junctions and by regulating lipids found in the skin. Try adding finely ground oats to your bath water, and for additional soothing support, add some linden flowers as well. Linden flower, or lime flower, as it's also commonly known, its botanical name is Tilia cordata. Now, I love these as a herbal bath bag with a touch of lavender essential oil. It's so relaxing and so nice on your skin. So how best to take your oats? If you're wanting to take the oats primarily to support your skin, a good oat soak in the bath is best. Otherwise, enjoy it as your porridge, your birch or muesli, or in your smoothie. And if you're wanting to enjoy it as a restorative or calming herb, I would recommend a soothing Avena sativa tea. Just add the aerial parts, so not the rolled oats that you buy in the supermarket, to a cup that has a lid on it or in the teapot. Cover with just boiled water and steep it for 5 minutes. Green oats can also be taken as a tincture, which is where the aerial parts of the green oat have been macerated in a combination of alcohol and water. I think nothing beats the gentle inhale of a cup of green oat tea. Your soul will settle, your body will relax, and your senses will quieten. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.